Special Memorial Day edition of the Morning Wager. Got a couple Major League Baseball plays for you. And of course, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals between OKC and Minnesota. Zinno, it was a good weekend, at least a good Sunday for the both of us. We can say that's always good. You were on vacation, by the way.
Dragons did well.
Yes, you're on vacation.
I am.
As you can see, you can talk about that if you'd like, or we can just go right into the plays.
I'm in beautiful Siesta Key, Florida. I got to hang out. Guess who I played golf with this weekend?
I'm going to guess it was Kelly Stewart.
It was. Yes, Kelly and Kelly, who, by the way, for the record, can hit a golf ball really well.
Oh,
so
Kelly, I can't.
Kelly, Pam Maldonado, friend of the show. Three of us played golf this weekend. It was a beautiful course. It was a great day. Yeah, I had some Viva seltzers.
Oh, that's always tasty. A good time. All right. Sunday.
On the beach for 2 days. Loving life. It's very
working
warm.
On your tan.
Yes. It's very warm in this state. I like it.
It's not particularly warm where I'm at. 55 degrees. It's the last week of May.
It's like 95 here every day and blistering hot in the sun.
I don't really like when it gets that hot, I'll be honest with you. But oh, you do? Well, you know what? I'm hot. 6-0 over the weekend.
You're such a douche. I can't believe you actually took the opportunity to do that.
Oh, I led you into it. I said, please keep talking about the Heat.
I mean,
please keep talking about the Heat.
Miserable shill you are. Like, it's unreal. How are we?
Look, all right, I'll be honest. I needed it because you know what?
You did.
Before the last 2 days where I was 6-0, I was 0-6 the previous 3 days.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Again, we're starting to turn things around. The player props in the NBA playoffs have been more successful for us than or at least for me, than the actual games themselves. So
I've done all player props in the conference finals. I haven't, but if you stay tuned, everybody, and we hope.
Look at Karl Anthony Towns last night saving my ass, huh? And the Knicks.
Did, yes. I had Pascal Siakam under that hit, but if you guys stick around, we will be playing the first half of tonight's game between Oklahoma City and Minnesota. That is our best bet. But let's get to Major League Baseball first because there's some daytime action. Zinno,
yes.
I mentioned it's only 55 degrees here in Cleveland. That's where you were taking us for your half of the double play. Dodgers Guardians, the old Sunday night travel spot for the Dodgers. They were in New York last night. The Guardians wrapped their game up very early. They were the Roku game against the Tigers at 11:30 a.m. Eastern start. That was Dodgers kind of average on the road. Guardians pretty good at home. What's the play here?
We're going to take the 1.5. Best bet you can take in baseball, and try to exploit it here, as you mentioned, with the Dodgers on the travel. Look, it's hard to play against Yoshinobu Yamamoto because he is a very good pitcher. And Bryan Power, we know how much you love FIP. He is 14th in FIP, as in 14th lowest FIP. So he's done really, really well. He's a hard guy to hit against, but we feel like this is more about the Dodgers bats not doing their end of the bargain, going up against Gavin Williams, who is a mixed bag of results. Look, the big thing here is what Gavin Williams is going to have to face is keeping the ball in the ballpark, right? Like if he does that, he's going to be fine. However, at home in 5 starts this year, he's 3-1 to the 3.47 ERA. But again, he's only given up 9 earned runs in 23 1/3. He's just got to be able to keep the ball in the ballpark. By the way, 31 Ks in those 23 1/3 innings. So strikeout works for him much better at home. We have to have a little faith in him here. Take the plus 1.5. Best bet we can make in baseball. And we'll back the Guardians here against the Dodgers after a big series against the Mets in Sunday Night Baseball.
All right. Go ahead. Smash that like button if you agree. I'm going to smash that like button right now, Mark Zinno, because I agree with that play.
Well, full disclosure, you brought the play to my attention.
Oh, thank you. This is a play that you do not agree with. We're going with a Bryan.
No, this is a play that I brought to your attention.
No, I had already talked about it on the Power 5, this play, but you had convinced.
Can't play along, can you? You just can't. You can't just.
There are a few things I enjoy more in life than getting the Mark Zinno eye roll at anytime I promote a run or anytime I mention the Power 5. It just there's like this surge of electricity that goes through my body whenever I get that reaction. Anyway,
you're lucky we're not in the same room.
Yes, I am.
Take that Power 5 and stick it where the sun don't shine.
I mean, sun don't shine here in Cleveland. It's shining in Florida. But anyway, all right, let's get to the play, guys. This is a Bryan Powers special. Baltimore Orioles. Zinno wanted me to talk about this game on the show. I did talk about it on the Power 5, but he wanted me because it is right out of my playbook. There aren't too many other people walking the face of God's green earth, whether you're in Florida, Ohio, or anywhere else, that would tell you to bet on Charlie Morton. Zinno, would you like to reiterate to me what Charlie Morton's, some of his numbers are this year, particularly in the win-loss department?
I mean, just god-awful doesn't describe it. This is a live colonoscopy on TV about how bad he is. Look, he's made 12 appearances. He made 6 starts. He was pulled from the starting rotation because he was so bad.
Uh-oh.
But he has gotten through 1 appearance, and it was in relief, where he didn't give up a run. It was 2 innings against the Angels back on May 10th. In a game the Orioles lost 5-2. Coincidentally, in the 12 appearances that Charlie Morton has made this year, including 6 starts, the Orioles have never won a game where he has actually had to throw a pitch. They're 0-12 if Charlie Morton throws a pitch in a game. And Bryan Powers like, I got a great idea. Let's back the Orioles here.
You know, he's got to be feeling bad about that 0-12 record. You know, his teammates are looking at him. This guy's bad luck. Look, this is what it boils down to here. Number one, I'm not a big believer in St. Louis long term. Would you concur with that? They're, 30-23? I don't think this is a playoff team. They overachieved last year, and they're going to hit the skids a little bit, I think, moving forward. I think they're going to play below 500 the rest of the way. Number two, you talk about below 500 in the St. Louis Cardinals. They're below 500 on the road this year at 11-15.
Can I just make one point of clarity for the viewers here? When we put this play in and we talked about it, the Orioles were a favorite. It is now flipped. St. Louis is now, which was to be expected because you and I questioned why the Orioles were a favorite in this spot.
Yes, and you know what? I'm being dead serious here. It makes me only like Baltimore even more in this spot. I know they've. This is the first time they're coming off back-to-back wins since early May. I believe May 2nd was the last time they had won. They've been on any kind of win streak. But here's the thing, guys. We've talked about this Orioles team before, how disappointing they are. 2 weeks ago, Zinno, this number, Orioles are minus 140 at home against the Cardinals. I think now is the time to jump in where there is some value in backing this team. I get that Morton's been horrible, okay? But your boy Fetty Wap isn't, my favorite pitcher.
No, he's not. But you know what it is about Fetty?
He gave up 4 runs his last time out. He had previously had a couple good starts, including a couple.
I was going to say he's your feast or famine guy, right? He's got 4 starts this year, 6 starts this year where he's given up 2 runs or less. Everything else he's gotten bombed in.
Yeah, so I think he gets bombed today, and honestly, we'll probably need the bats to show up for Baltimore because it's not like Charlie Morton's going to throw a no-hitter today.
No,
Orioles. That's where the value lies, everybody. My half of the double play. Thank you very much.
Well, I enjoyed explaining to you how bad Charlie Morton was. And you're like, ooh, I like it more. It's like, tell me more, Daddy.
Really glad I'm not in that room with you now. All right. Is there anything you'd like to talk about for today, Monday, at WagerTalk.com?
Yeah.
Memorial Day, as I said earlier.
We're doing all late night work tonight.
Oh,
3 plays.
You do your best work.
That's right. All post 8 p.m. Eastern, 2 in baseball, 1 in the NBA playoffs, and including a 4%er. We kicked it up a notch. So
kicking it up a notch.
We're on a good baseball run. Since like May 9th, we're at 63%, 64%, somewhere in that range. So
good stuff.
Hanging around 2 weeks, continuing to get it. Look, it took us a little while to get in our group. April was terrible. We know that. So we gave a lot back in April, but we'll start to turn the corner here in May.
All right. I have a 4% best bet in Major League Baseball tonight to go along with my play in game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Like I said earlier, 6-0 weekend, 4-0 in MLB it was. So let's talk about the Western Conference Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder got their asses kicked in game 3. Game was never close, never in doubt. I know there's been a lot of comebacks. We saw another one last night in the NBA playoffs, but it was 21-9.
Credit to your old man last night, by the way. Credit to your old man. You showed me the text.
I showed you the text. I said he still believes, and you didn't believe. And
no,
he was right.
Your old man's text was, if the Knicks get this down to -10 by the end of the third, there is hope. And I wrote you back, there is no hope.
And then there was hope.
There was hope.
They got it down to 10.
It's one of those things where I was in a bar at the start of the fourth quarter, and the Knicks made this quick little run to get it back to within like 4. And I'm like, I'm not moving till the end of the game right now. I stayed in the same spot for the entire fourth quarter and did not move.
I love it. That's what you got to do. Things start going right, you don't move.
You don't move. Don't change the balance of the universe.
I moved once with Adam Trigger at a Cleveland State game because he wanted to take video or something like that.
You told me.
The entire trajectory of the game.
Never do it again.
Upsetting. No, I won't. All right. What we will do tonight, however, is take an Oklahoma City Thunder team that has only lost back-to-back games twice all season. And one of those was late in the regular season when they had nothing to play for. They already had the number 1 seed wrapped up. And we're going to play them in the first half, Zinno. First half. This is a team that, correct me if I'm wrong, has only trailed at the half 3 times in the playoffs.
Once in each.
Obviously, the last game was
Memphis. Once against Denver in game 5. Against Memphis, it was game 3. They had that huge comeback. They were down huge at half. They just didn't play well. And then game 5 against Denver, they were down by 2 at half. And then obviously they were getting crushed last time out against Minnesota. And look, OKC is the highest scoring first half team in the NBA during the regular season. They always start fast. We're going to lay the 130 on the money line here. We did kind of go back and forth on whether you want to lay the 1 at -110. Is it worth the extra 20 cents to pay that there could be a tie, or that,
they're only up 1?
They're only up 1. You know what? Again, if I'm under that one, if I'm at that 130 threshold, I don't need the aggravation. I just don't.
Yeah.
Imagine they're up 4 and OKC's up 4 and a chuck up 3 goes in, and then they're up 1 and you push. You just feel nauseous, right? Like to me, it's not worth the 20 cents is saves a headache, and it's worth it to me for the aggravation. Because again, to lose if OKC isn't leading at the first half, that means they're trailing, and you're going to lose the bet regardless, right? So to me, I don't know. The 20 cents is worth it to me for peace of mind. You taught me that.
Peace of mind goes a long way. I'd pay a lot more than 20 cents for peace of mind. Let me tell you that.
This was a Bryan power skill that I learned over the years of working with you, that 20 cents for peace of mind is worth it. I don't need the aggravation.
Let us know in the comments section down below how you would approach that. Would you lay the -1 at -110, or would you take -130 money line? One thing about Oklahoma City, there have been a number of games where it has been close at the half, even though they've led the vast majority of the time. You had a first half play in that Denver series. I feel it was maybe game 6 or something, where they hit a 3 at the buzzer to go into halftime with the break, with the lead, pardon me. So, and then there was a game against Memphis. I think that was very close as well. They might have only been leading by 2 at the half. So our official best bet is Oklahoma City first half money line against the Timberwolves. Again,
let us know in the comment section what aggravates you. Let us know in the comment section if Bryan Power aggravates you.
Why would I aggravate you? Very nice guy.
You're wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you run back to the beach. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, are you really going to run?
No, I'm going to walk.
Is it a Rocky 4 situation?
No, that's Rocky 3 when they were running on the beach.
That's right.
Rocky 4 is running through the snow.
Rocky 4, they show the video. Yes, the video. It goes back to the video.
In No Easy Way Out. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, men in short shorts running on the beach is not my thing.
What if you and I were running on the beach like that?
You'd be behind me.
Okay. I'm not that fast. All right.
Enjoy Memorial Day. Take a moment, pause, and thank those who made the ultimate sacrifice. That's what today's
absolutely about. Well said. And you would know
beer,
better than
enjoy a hot dog,
certainly.
Have a burger. Remember the fallen. Thank you.
All right. Sweet. And we will be back on Tuesday with another edition. Click subscribe.
I love a sloppy Polly.